This has to be one of the most bizarre but brilliant mindset tricks I have ever experienced. Do you know, I was so shocked at how effective this was for me. I just had to share it and wonder if it would be for you too. This technique comes from spiritual teacher and author Eckhart Tolle, who wrote about it in The Power of Now. It's a book I keep going back to because it keeps changing my life in ways I couldn't have imagined. And if you've not read it, I really recommend grabbing a copy and beginning the exploration of what it means to be here in the present moment, the power of mindfulness. So let's do this technique, shall we? Take a nice big deep breath in through the nose if you can. And if it is safe to do so, allow your eyes to gently close, relaxing your face, your jaw, your neck and shoulders. And just begin to connect with your belly. So bringing your attention down so you can center yourself and breathe slow and low down to the belly as this triggers the parasympathetic nervous system. And it tells the brain you're safe, calms you down. And that's powerful enough on its own. This is how we regulate our nervous systems. And I'd like you to move your attention to your mind. And then I'd like you to watch your mind, almost like you are the observer of your thoughts. And I'd like you to ask a question. I wonder what my next thought will be. What happened for you? Let's ask again. I wonder what my next thought will be. Did you experience your mind stopping still for a moment or two with no thoughts at all? Or did your mind come up with a totally random thought? Or did it repeat the question over and over? It doesn't matter what you experienced. But for those that felt peaceful, had no thoughts at all, this is a powerful technique which you can use at any time to slow down your mind. And repeating the question a few times can create longer periods of a mind that's blank, a mind that's peaceful. I've been told that people use this technique at night if their mind is racing and they want to go back to sleep. They also use it when their minds try to jump into an overthinking process because it can stop it in its tracks. And it's also a very powerful way of bringing yourself to the very present moment. Now, for those that didn't quite get there, let's see what we can do about that, because it's all good. Our minds are all in different places, so there's no shame in what you experience. There is nothing wrong with you. And for those that have ADHD especially, I saw lots of comments when I posted this technique online. Don't subscribe to the label with this technique. It's natural for your mind to jump around a little. Don't let a label define you. Let's do a very quick exercise just to show you how random your mind is. So I'm just going to stay silent for a little bit, but go inside your mind and just watch for what thoughts appear and just label them. So if you think of a seagull, for example, just say seagull. Just see what comes up and get a sense of how random it can be for you. Okay, how many random things came up for you inside your mind? Strange, isn't it? So you're not doing anything unusual by having just random thoughts. Mindfulness practice, there is a bit of space between you and your mind, between you and your thoughts. And without that practice, you tend to become more attached to your mind. So there's less room to step back and observe your mind, your ego, yourself, whatever it is doing. So let's do the exercise again, and let's see if we can create a little bit of space. So take a nice big deep breath in through the nose. Feel your body expand. If you want to close your eyes as you breathe out, relaxing your facial muscles, your jaw, your neck and shoulders. Again, connecting down to the belly, breathing slow and low. Let's tell the brain you are safe. Let's move your attention into your mind. And this time, I'd like you to become alert and watch for your thoughts like you are a cat watching a mouse hole for the mouse to appear. Now ask yourself the question, I wonder what my next thought will be. Let's ask again. I wonder what my next thought will be. What happened for you? Did your mind buffer? Stop still? If not, it's okay if it jumped straight into thinking, because this can take some practice to do. And mindfulness training can really help most people step back and begin to observe their thoughts. Why is that useful? Well, if you want to mentally filter out the unhealthy and useless ones for healthy and useful ones, then mindfulness is an essential, for me, especially non-negotiable practice. I train my mind every day with meditation to do exactly that. And it changes everything. It really, really does. Because you can get a sense of which thoughts are beginning to appear, almost trying to pull you in, because they feel so real. But you have room to go, hang on a sec. I don't have to believe this. I don't even have to react to this, because it is just a thought. Now, I posted this technique as a video back in the summer, and through various people reposting and collaborating with this video, I think it's worked out over 15 million people have watched me do this technique online. And they had such a wide variety of experiences, and it truly has been mind-blowing for me to read through what people experienced by doing this video. And I'm very grateful because it introduced my work to a whole new audience. So I really want to credit and say thank you to Eckhart Tolle for this technique, as it truly is a powerful way to show a hint at how we can work with the mind with mindfulness and improve our lives. And let me ask you, what would life be like for you if you could just stop your mind from overthinking, begin to pull yourself back, and become the observer of your thoughts? Because you're no longer attached. You no longer believe what they say, and you no longer react to them as true. What difference would that make to you? Now, we can't do that with all thoughts, because we are human after all. But if we can do it with most of our thoughts, a majority of our thoughts, what difference would that make to you? So practice mindfulness, practice meditation, train your mind, upgrade your thinking, because that is what's going to help you make 2024, which is coming soon, one of your best years yet. And I'm here to support you. I'm your mindset coach, Paul Shepherd. I'm here to help you. So please subscribe to this podcast. Get those notifications coming up so that you can listen to the episodes, practice the meditations, and train your mind into creating the life that you truly want. Or you can carry on as you always have done. The choice is yours. I woke up this morning and found out that for thousands of you, I am your top 10, top 5, and top 1 podcast, your number 1 podcast. I don't know what to say. I am absolutely blown away by your continual support. I am blown away by your dedication to mindset change, especially your mindset change. It truly is an honor to serve you, and I'm very grateful for you. If you would like to gift me something, hang on a second. It's not what you think. If you'd like to give me something for Christmas, then if you've not done a review on Spotify, you can review podcast episodes. And I'd love to be able to respond, but there isn't that feature just yet. So honestly, it really is lovely to read what you think of the podcast episodes. So keep them coming. But if you haven't done an Apple podcast review, I would be so happy with that, because there's an algorithm that us podcasters have to work with. I'd love to hear what you have to say about the podcast, and your review will help me in the algorithm. I want to go back into the top 10 of all podcasts. It's a big feat because there's so much in the way of competition, but hey, it's a mindset, isn't it? So help me with that. Help me with that for 2024. Let's get mindset change up there. So every time you share it, every time you review or subscribe or get other people to do the same, the podcast gets noticed and lifted up the algorithm, up the charts. So thank you. Now, if you haven't created an intention for how you want today to go for you, take some time to do that. Give your subconscious mind something powerful to aim for today, whether it's to be more inspiring, adventurous, more fun, more loving, more compassionate, whatever. Do your intention and let your subconscious mind guide you towards experiencing that for today. And I look forward to connecting with you in the very next episode.